Hello, thanks for calling Uber. What is the difference between Lyft and Uber? Uber and Lyft. Is that a versus battle? What do I do Uber? Which one is better? Which one is cheaper? So that's a few questions a lot of drivers have, riders also. And in my experience, the only big difference at this point, like they've been around for over 4 or 5 years. I think the big difference between them is really the app. They offer pretty much the same type of perks, the same type of bonuses, the same type of referral. I used to do Lyft a lot. What did I stop? I used to do Lyft a lot over 3 years ago, I think. A little bit. I used to do Lyft a little bit. I used to rent. They have the good program in Houston where we can go rent their cars. I like what I was doing with them. But since I've done Uber prior to Lyft, I reverted back to Uber. Why did I revert it back? When I used to do, I noticed the frequency of trips were a little. I think Uber is more known, so the frequencies of trip seem a little higher with Uber. And when I did Lyft, I was under the impression it was cheaper, so I was gonna have more rides, all that. So I was more excited about that, and I see the demographic, I saw the difference with people. Personally, I like Uber. Why do I like Uber? I'm used to the app now. I've been doing this for back since I'm back for over a year heavily now. So I'm more comfortable. I'm more used to. I think it's more a question of habit. I'm more used to doing Uber. I tried Lyft actually yesterday and the day before yesterday. It seemed a little funny because the app, looks a little different because I haven't opened the app in a while. But I personally do Uber, but they're relatively the same. Just the app of Uber is black, and the app of Lyft is pink. People used to say, "Hey, Uber pays more, Lyft pays less." Yeah, I serve a lot of customers, and it's relatively the same. Sometimes Uber is more expensive. Some other time Lyft is more expensive. All depend on the time of the day, and the pay is relatively the same because when you put your hours in, at the end of your shift, we almost all get the same thing. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they do that, but it can be slow for 3 4 hours. But guess what? When it's time for you to go home, when you did the old app, it's relatively the same type of money. So I would say at this point, the difference between both app is only the name and your preference. And also, a lot of people that were a lot of drivers. I know a lot of drivers. That's something else I heard. I heard people at Lyft seem nicer than Uber drivers. Guess what? A lot of drivers that got kicked out of Uber had to go and be nicer when they joined Lyft. You understand? So you go and do the hard work with Uber, and once you mess up, you go do Lyft and become a better driver, or vice versa. But usually Uber has been here first, Lyft came second. So a lot of people learn from Uber. Like I remember, I used to drive with my. I don't say everything, but I heard stories people driving with their friends in the passenger side. People were smoking and driving. People had their chips, and they got kicked out like 2 3 years after Uber got the monopoly on the ride sharing industry, and these people that got kicked out went to leave. So I drive Uber because I'm more comfortable. I'm more used to the app. I love the app. I know how to move around there. Some other people would do Lyft. So at this point, the only difference is just the time. It's the same type of money, same type of customer relatively, and that's it. Thanks for choosing Uber.